Alright guys, so so I finished the main part of this program, which is pretty cool. Right, and I want to show it to you in a second. I just went to see Batman, by the way. With a friend. It was But anyways, another completely off topic thing. I started reading this pretty sweet book by William F. Sharp. It's called Investments, second edition. My sister says it's sad that I read this kind of stuff, but I think it's cool, and I won't be poor when I'm an adult, so that'll be great because I'm actually managing my financials instead of just, spending all my money on useless crap, right? I had a friend who spent $100 on a phone case, right? And he blew $1,300 in a week, right? And he bought $50 RGB glow bars for decoration. No, sorry, not 50, $60 each. It's ridiculous. And he's not even rich. He lives in like deep Brooklyn. And yeah, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You should save your money, maybe like invest it. But like you have to actually work, but yeah, whatever. What can you do? Anyways, so I finished the main part of the application. So before I get into the code, let me just show you. So this is the app right here. It's not like an exe file yet or anything. Like this isn't the official version, but you can see when I execute it, I just have to double click it, and it automatically opens up a CMD window, right? So let me actually delete the bin folder. So I'll show you guys what it looks like with a fresh install. So we have Tranche Manager, right? So I just double click it. You can see it automatically creates this binary folder with an output and spreads folder. And it's empty right now, which is fine. Right? So then in here, let's make sure you guys can see this. So in here, you can see it says preparing program, and that just prepares the program, and then it says welcome to Tranche Manager, made by CoTranche. That's kind of like the name of the company, I guess. It says welcome to the hub, please enter the number corresponding to the desired action. So then you have a bunch of things that you can do. Now, I've already shown you guys all of this stuff, right? Compound annual growth rate, like I did this, I made these this part of the program on camera. That's just all calculation crap, right? So the actual things that took a while were these three stock stats. And I'm going to show you how the system works, right? Sorry, not stock stats, but let me just show you what this is. It just says type, sorry, you just type in 8, so now it's asking me to enter the ticker symbol, type in MU, and it pulls up its Yahoo Finance page, right? Let me just delete this. So, okay, it brings me back to the hub every time I finish, I guess you could call it a program within my app, terminal app thing, whatever. So the main feature are these two, 9 and 10, which is stock profile and spread manager. So essentially how the system works, the point of this is so that you can, so let me just show you what it's like to profile stocks normally, right? So you have to first find the stock, right? And then you have to find reliable sources for the stock, right? And then you have to write all of this out manually, right? So and you have to write each of them out manually. So for JPM, it takes like 5 minutes to find the stock and then write all of this out, right? Same thing here. You have to write it out, and I had to do this like 23 times, which took like an hour, right? And then on top of that, like the prices change. Things go change over time. That's just how the market works. And so then I have to update it all manually. So what this does is it profiles and creates spreads for you. So spread manager. So let's click 10. So now I'm in the 10th section, which is spread manager. It says enter number associated with desired reaction. Action. So I can create a spread, load a spread, or export a spread, and then -1 to reveal all the spreads, all the loaded spreads, right? So because I can save spreads, so I'm just gonna do -1. Right, so you can see loaded spreads. It didn't show anything because I don't have any actual spreads made, and the spreads are placed in this binary output spreads folder, right? binary/output/spreads. It's placed into there. Where did my program just go? There we go. Alright, so what's going on? Sorry, this terminal command is very off. Anyways, so you can see I have no spreads currently. Let me just zoom in so that you can see more. So why don't we create a spread? Alright, so I'll enter the spread name. I'll just say this test spread. That's going to be the name. So it says successfully created the spread under that name, right? So I can go back to 10 or spread manager, and I can say, let's reveal some of the spreads that I actually have. Load it on. Test spread is one of them. Right, so that spread is now loaded on. I've created the spread in the project, right? Now, when I exit the app, it will automatically export all of the spreads, and that's the equivalent of saving. Because once I turn off this program, like if I terminate the program during runtime without saving it, like all of the data that I made of the spread with the spreads that I made and any changes I made to already existing spreads, all of that information will be deleted because it's part of the runtime, right? It's stored in like the RAM probably, right? So to save it, you basically just have to export the spread, right? And then load spread just loads all of the exported spreads in the specific directory, which is the one I just showed you. So I'm going to export the spread, right? Or actually, before I do that, why don't I... You know what? Yeah, let's just export the spread. So I'll click 2. Now I have to choose what spread I want to export. Well, I'll just use the one I created, test spread. You can see it's successfully exported the spread. Brings us back here, so I'm just going to exit the program. Right? You can see it shut down. Alright, so you can see in the binary folder, we've got a CSV file, comma separated values file, right? And this file, I can go to a spreadsheet on Google Sheets, and go to File, Import, Upload, and I can just drag this onto here, and I can insert into the sheet, detect it automatically. You can see it has the header, right? So this up here is the stuff I imported. That is the equivalent to here. So it's just saying it's just, you know, the header for all of the columns, right? Okay, so there's that. Now let me just alter something in the code because I just remembered I needed to fix something. So essentially I just forgot to add a header. So if I just go to the stock spreads, and I'll just add a ticker symbol right here. There we go. Uh-oh. Ticker symbol. So that's just going to be a category in the columns, right? And let me just export this build. One second. Build artifacts. Build Tranche manager, and I can just minimize this. I'm just using this folder for testing, right? So let's delete this stuff. Let's put that there. Sorry. It says somebody. Oh shit. I have a friend calling. One sec. Sorry. Just friend called. Alright, so I just updated my code. Okay, so let's run this once again. Alright, so you can see created the binary folder. So let's make sure you guys can see this. And okay, let's do that again. So let's create a spreadsheet. Right, we'll just do test spread. Right, we've created the spreadsheet. Now let's export the spread. Right, test spread. I don't actually need to export it because it will automatically export it when I exit the program, but whatever. So how about we add a stock to it, so we can add Micron Technologies, right? And it's going to ask if we want to automatically profile MU, right? So I just had to type in the ticker symbol, so I'll just type in Y. So now you can see it's scraping Yahoo Finance. It gets the PPS, it gets a bunch of other stuff, and then it says it successfully profiled the stock. Enter the name of the spread in which I want to put my stock, right? So it just lists like the existing spreads, right? So I'm just going to do test spread, and it will do that. Successfully did that, right? So okay, let's say I want to add another one, right? So let's add Bank of America, and oh wait, no, let's add SPY, classic S&P 500, right? Just to show you it works with what do you call it? ETFs as well. Alright, so it added it detected everything, right? So we're just gonna add that to test spread, right? And let's just exit. I'm not sure what that is, but whatever. Okay, so now if we look inside of the binary folder, we can see we have a test spread right here, right? And what we can do is we can import this spreadsheet right here, right there, upload it, and we can just do insert into this sheet. You can see it inserted it. Now it has all of the data right here. And you can see it has MU and SPY. Now what I can do as well right here is let's exit out. Let's reload this app. Let's go back to Spread Manager. And let me just show you that it auto-loaded all of the spreads. See, it auto-detected it. Now what I want to show you is that you can create multiple spreads, right? So I can do test spread add 2, right? Successfully created spread. Alright, so created the spread. So let's say that previous one, that held Micron Technologies and SPY, right? So how about we hold Bank of America and SCHG, Schwab, a Schwab dividend, I think it's large cap ETF, right? So let's do 10, or whoops, okay, I need to add a cancel button, cancel option, but for now, let's just do load spread, test spread, and that won't do anything. So, alright, so now let's profile some stocks. So, Bank of America, let's automatically profile it. Scrapes Yahoo Finance for all of the data, automatically scrapes it. Alright, so now let's put it into test spread 2, right? Let's do that again, but this time with Schwab Dividend Equity Fund. Auto scrapes Yahoo Finance, put into test spread 2, and then we can exit and it'll auto save everything. I'm not sure why it is doing this. That is odd. It should not be doing that, but whatever. Alright, so let's go into binary, outputs, spreads, and you can see we have test spread 2. And why don't we just delete this? File, import, upload, add test spreads 2 right here. We can insert, import. You can see we have Bank of America. And, of course, we can always add onto this later, right? So, let's profile another stock. Let's put in SCHX, which is it's basically the SPY of Schwab, right? So we'll automatically profile SCHX, gets all of the data, and it asks which spreads I want to add it to. I'll do test spread 2, right? And then, I'll just exit because that'll auto save everything. There we go. And now, if I go into the file folder, and then this time I can import, upload. We'll re-upload test spread 2. That's the one I made changes to. Insert, or let's replace spreadsheet, right? Import. You can see we have all the same data, except now we have SCHG added on top, right? So we can actually edit the files now. and not just, well, um, and not have to redo it. So the one feature I want to add so far is, or actually I want to add a couple features. One of them is for it to automatically update spreadsheets every time you load in, and manually update all of the data in all of the spreadsheets, um, if you want to, right? So what I mean by this is when you load into the program, it'll automatically update all the spreadsheets, right? And you can turn it on and off that setting, and then the other thing is, like, okay, there's going to be an option where you can say automatically or update all of the companies within a certain sheet, and then you update it, and it'll automatically scrape all of the information and rework everything. So yeah, that's the other thing I want to do. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's just like a few bug fixes. But yeah, now I'm gonna get on a call with a friend. So see you guys.